Hey friends, how you doing? How your mama doing? How your father doing? Your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your bishop, everybody around you in your life immediately and otherwise is staying safe and doing well during this time. So obviously you saw the thumbnail and the title of this video, and we are going to be doing my 3-year post big chop silk press and chit chat, and we're going to be discussing the products I'm using. I'm really excited because I'm actually going to be using a black owned brand for my shampoo routine. We're going to trim and curl my hair. We're going to do a little mini lymph check. The thing that I love most about our yearly updates is not only can I share with you my routine and what I've been doing and how I maintenance my hair and tips and tricks and things, but especially this year, the year of 2020, with so much chaos and turmoil going on around us, I really want this video's chit chat to be encouraging and inspiring. I want to share with you guys how I have been able to persevere and what I'm doing to stay sane and upbeat. Just make the best of what is now. And it's very important. You guys can click on any video, any thumbnails. It's so many videos about silk presses and big chops and all of the things, but I hope that you enjoy this and in some way it can fill your spirit and you leave this video feeling good and feeling like that no matter what's going on in your life, you can still make it, you can still press through, and every day is a blessing. And I know all of those things are so cliche, but I hope that me opening my heart and sharing a little bit of my story and my testimony today will help you. And then, you know, even if you ain't inspired or nothing, you know, you're going to see my hand, you know it's going to look good at the end. So I'm not going to chit chat too much. Just want to give you a little intro and overview about the video. Let's jump right into it. Bye. Well, not bye, but let's jump into it, girl. I'll see you in a sec. So I am starting on dampened hair that I had in a cap per the instructions of the first product that we're using. So we're starting off with the Etae Caramel Deep Reconstructing Treatment, which is enriched with real bananas. It's for natural, relaxed, and color treated hair. So it's a very thick consistency. The fragrance is not too overwhelming. What it promises to do is restores life back to all hair types, rebuilding damaged hair and maintaining the health of healthy hair. It's supposed to improve texture, add body and volume, encourage growth, restore natural moisture, increase manageability, and create a natural shine. So what it says to do is pour the treatment in the palm of your hand and then apply lightly to dampen hair and spread throughout. So my thoughts. I didn't mind the product. I will say it's extremely sticky and tacky because the ingredients are honey, olive oil, cornstarch, molasses, apple cider vinegar, water, and tea tree oil. I'm not too mad at the ingredients, but the honey and the molasses made the product almost uncomfortably sticky, as opposed to just using a regular deep conditioner that goes on smooth and soft like butter. To me, using this product just felt like a task. What I will say is once I rinsed the product off, my hair did feel soft. It felt treated. It was nice and springy, and you will see my results coming up in a second. But as of right now, it just is a lot of work for a $20 product. So I'm not mad. My hair is springy, it's shiny, but I'm indifferent. And so after using the caramel treatment, it says to follow up with the Caramel Deep Penetrating Treatment Shampoo, which helps to cleanse, restore, protects the hair, leaving it healthier, manageable, and full of life. So it's enriched with 20 natural ingredients, including flaxseed and milk and egg protein. And so pretty much what it says to do is apply it to wet hair, lather, massage, and rinse thoroughly, and then follow up with the conditioner. Now, this is my hair after the shampoo. It was okay. My hair was soft. It smelled good. Not a favorite, but it's all right. And so immediately following the shampoo, it says to go in with the Caramel Silk Protein Conditioner. It helps to soften, moisturize, and detangles the hair while leaving a natural shine. This is enriched with silk and wheat protein. And so this is supposed to nourish and soothe the hair after shampooing. And its moisturizing qualities help to detangle the hair, leaving it soft and a natural shine. Helps to minimize breakage, improves texture, creates body and volume. Now, of all the products, this was probably my favorite product in the line. I mean, you just can't go wrong with a good conditioner. And I've definitely used all 3 products again. I'm going to get my money's worth. This line just didn't wow me. I didn't hate it, but it just didn't give me that je ne sais quoi. That's like, girl, yeah, this is totally worth the $20 that I spent for the products. We also talk about pricing after I show you how the products work. But overall, out of 5 stars, I would give the line as a whole about 3 out of 5. I'd give the conditioner 4 out of 5. Would give the deep treatment like 2 out of 5. The texture I can't, but the shampoo I probably give it like a 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. I just have products that I love a lot more than the things that I've tried, and I wouldn't discourage anyone from trying the line. These are just my thoughts. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. My name is Janira, and I am a licensed hairstylist and makeup artist based in the New York City area. So I do have a variety of campaigns, anything from editorial to fashion to commercial to celebrity and all the cool things in between. And in my spare time, I create hopefully engaging quality videos on YouTube. So if you're not new here, welcome back. I love you. I'm so glad that you continue to tune in. Typically, I shampoo my hair off camera and then I just come on and then we go right into the blow dry and we go right into the straighten and the trim and the blah 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 blah. I decided to try the black owned brand Etae. If you've never seen an Etae silk press, whether on their Instagram or their YouTube page, I will link both below. The hair be bomb and it be silky and it be straight. You know how they put the comb behind it and make the hair jiggle and bounce. Oh, looks so good, right? So I decided to try the brand. I featured so many black owned products before, but it's really important, especially now, to make sure that I am spending my money and putting it in the black pocket. Of course, some of the products today, like my heat protectants and my Flatirons and things, aren't black owned, but I at least want to feature something that is black owned in almost every video. So I'm being completely transparent, right? So these 3 products, each of them was, this one still has a sticker on it, but they were all $19.99. Now, because I'm a licensed professional, I get a discount at every store. So anything from Sally's to Cosmoprof to most beauty supply stores, it's usually between like 10% and 20% off. This video is not sponsored, so I spent my own money. So just these 3 things would be $60. I think my total came to like 65 something with tax, and then because of my discount, I think it was like 10% off, it was like 59 something. Just want to be transparent about that. But if you saw one of my most recent videos where I did the full Olaplex treatment, they were given only 3 fluid ounces for $28 a pop. So if I can spend with Olaplex, I can spend with my girl. And I know that may be a little pricey for some people. What I really do love about the brand is the owner is also a hairstylist and she has a salon based in Philadelphia. So I like to support, you know, not just skin folk, but also beauty folk. And I've said this in so many videos, the way that you can decide if a product is for you, even though the price point is kind of like and out of your budget, I get it. Times are hard, money is tight, but if you are interested and you do want to try the products, so these 2 are 12 ounces. So if I paid $20 for them, that's about less than $2 per ounce. So that's how I usually do the math of, does it make sense? This one is 8 ounces, so that's $2-3 per ounce. So that's something to consider. And then I also bought their hair gloss. So I have not decided when I'm going to use this in this routine. I am going to use it. I'm trying to decide if I want to use it with my heat protectants or if I just want to use it at the end as like a gloss or a shine. Probably that, because it has a little bit of an oil base and I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, and this was $14.99, so with a 10% discount I think I paid like 12 bucks or like something like that. So now that we've done the intro, you know how I'm coming, you know what I'm about, you know who I am, you know my name. You can also call me Nira. I forgot to mention that. You don't want to call me Janira, you can just say Nira, because we're gonna be friends by the time this is over. I'm gonna put timestamps in the description box and in the comment section, so if you just want to skip and skim through, but I really hope that you sit through the video and get to know me a little bit better. It is time to get into the styling. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, one, let's look at this hair, let's see what's going on. So this is my hair post routine. I have to be honest and say I'm loving it. It feels good. I can tell that it really received and retained a lot of the moisture because I have pretty good shrinkage. My curls, they're nice and springy. They feel pretty good. So I would probably definitely use this line again. The only thing, like I said, that I'm still kind of on the fence about is that treatment, and that's just because the consistency of it and everything is just like, I can use something else, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna get my money's worth, I will tell you that. So if I use it a little bit more and it becomes a staple, we'll revisit it again. But I'm not mad at what I see so far. So first and foremost, one thing about me, I don't play about no heat, okay? I don't work too hard to get my hair too strong, healthy, and flourishing. So always going in with a heat protectant. I'm going to be using my favorite, the Chi 44 Iron Guard. It's an old faithful, old staple. It does what it needs to do. And so what I'm going to do is just spray that all over my head like so. I am not stingy with my heat protectant, and what I love about this one is it has a really liquid consistency, so I don't have to worry about using too much and like my hair being tacky when I use it. If I can find a heat protectant that's black owned, again, I don't like to play with heat protectants. That's one of those things. I'll try your shampoo shampoo. I will try your conditioner. I will try all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to try your heat protectant and it's supposed to protect me from heat and then it don't, and now I got heat damage. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come find you. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal, it's just business. I'm just saying, who will help me with my hair now? I have to use 2 heat protectants. I just like that extra little bit of love that it gives. And so I'm going to be using my Silk Elements Mega Silk Olive Oil Heat Protectant. The difference between this and the Chi 44 Iron Guard, I explained this in last year's video, but again, for the new folks, I don't want you to miss out. This one is more of a liquid consistency, so I can get free with it. I can use as much as I want. This one has a little bit of an oil feel texture to it. It's not oily, but I don't want to put too much because I don't want to weigh my hair down. I do want my press to be flowing and fresh, you know, not greased down to my face. And this is my dream team for heat protectant. So I'm going to apply that like so. I usually do just a few pumps, nothing crazy, and then I like to work it through my head. I'm filming this video at 2 in the morning. That's how much I love y'all, because I was tired and I was supposed to film it earlier and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it today. And you know what, God said get on up and do your thing, because the sooner you do this video, the sooner you can go about your business. I like a side part, roughly part out the front. So now that I part out this section, I'm just going to go with my Felicia Leatherwood detangler brush. This is also black owned. She's also a hairstylist. She's a hairstylist that does Issa Rae. She's done so many celebrities. She's freaking awesome. Love this brush. You've seen it in many videos. And so I'm just going to start at my ends and work my way up. Now I have that sectioned off and detangled, I'm going to clip that away. So then we will do that on the side. The reason I'm not using combs is because later on I'm going to do the Chase Comb Flat Iron method. And I'm also, not only do I not use heat throughout the year, I try and use as little tools as I can. And if I do, it's detangler type of stuff. It's wide tooth combs. Twirl that up. Oop, not with me dropping my clips. Clumsy, clumsy lady. I hope it doesn't look like I'm being too rough with my hair, because I'm really not. I'm fairly gentle. I try and keep a light hand. The thing about starting at the ends and working your way to the root is because if you start at the root, then you're now yanking down your hair and you get more shedded hair, you can get damage, you split your ends. Now we're going to clip this section up and about to do our blow dry. I'm still rocking with my girl, my Conair. I will put her information also down in the description box. A few of these things, I will see if I can find them and put them in my Amazon store, and I will link that below as well. So I'm still not using the comb attachment that comes with it because like it just starts popping off, and still using my ion. I found this, it's so perfect. It fits all blow dryers. It's universal. I got it from Sally's. What I love is the glove fit, so it pops right on just like so, and it's not coming off. I haven't had any issues with this blow dryer. I may stretch my hair without like a flat iron like twice a year maybe. I usually will braid my hair and stretch it that way as opposed to a blow dryer. But now the thing is, if I plug this up in this room, I'm going to blow the whole fuse. So I'm going to run in the bathroom, blow dry my hair, and come back. And when we come back, we're going to jump right into our chit chat. So I'll see you guys in a second. So we're back, and this is my blow dried hair. I will pop somewhere on the screen a little clip or video of my blowout from last year so we can kind of compare the growth. Being completely transparent, right? So my 3-year post Big Chop anniversary was back in May. You guys are just seeing this video at the end of the year. My hair fell stalled. I straightened it in December. So I straightened it twice last year for the post Big Chop update, which was like May or June last year. That's when we usually check in and do it. And then I straightened it for Christmas. When May came around, I was like, I don't feel like my hair is grown much. I didn't know what my length was going to look like today because I've been doing a lot of protective styles. If you saw my Black Lives Matter twist and chat video, if you haven't, I would really love you to watch it. You really get an idea of me, my upbringing, and all kinds of stuff. It's really long, but it's a good video and I worked really hard on it. If you saw during the summer, I did box braids, I did passion twists. I've just been doing a lot of protective styles. I haven't been doing too much to my hair. Well, obviously I'm not looking to be waist length, right? Just a testament to being patient when I look at my hair and I see the length that it is, because it felt stalled and it felt like it was getting longer, but not really. And that's the thing, when you're looking at your hair every single day, you're not seeing that growth. You'll see it in spurts. You'll look up one day and be like, dang, my hair grew a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's the nature of this journey. And that's what's so beautiful about this journey, is it really teaches you patience. What I'm noticing also is when you grow your hair out natural, a lot of times, especially for anybody that's interested in big chopping or has big chopped, or a thing to note, some people's hair grows down, but most time naturals your hair grows out. And so it'll look like a little shrunk afro situation, and it feels like it's not getting anywhere. Now that I'm in my 3rd year, when I blow dry my hair, I'm noticing it's starting to drop. I'll even put footage from the 1st year and you'll see it. It was blow dried and it was still like out. It didn't have any weight. I also don't want anyone to be discouraged in their journey because of where you see my hair. Whether we only grew an inch this year or not, we're going to share it and we're going to be honest, and hopefully that will encourage and inspire somebody else. And I know honestly, especially in the natural hair community, types get favor and lengths get favor. So don't let you be a type 3 with waist length hair. You the one, you know what I mean? And so for those of us that have kinkier, coarser, tighter coiled hair, and our hair doesn't grow as fast as everybody else, I want to make a space for us. It's still a humble journey for me, and I'm a hairstylist and I know how to make hair grow. And even in me doing all the things that I know that makes hair grow, sometimes your hair just don't be want to grow. It just wants to stall. So you already know how we're coming back with our Baby Bliss Flatiron. She does me well. I don't get no heat damage, and I am going to be using her on 400 degrees. Now, the way you figure out your degrees, I always say think of your degrees as an oven. You're not going to put anything in your oven at 450, and if you do, your food be burnt. And I'm not going to come eat at your house, okay? 400 is the max, and if you can go less than that, then do that. And if you do 400 is why when I do my presses, I only do 1 pass. So I do a few hitters at the root, but the ends I try to just hit through once. I always blow dry my hair through on medium heat, and then when I'm doing that last hit, I come through on hot. And I already struggle with springiness sometimes in the front because as your hair gets longer, your curl gets looser. So the way that we doing this is the same way we do it every year, girls. Wait, I ain't got time. Let's just do what we know, cause everything else don't make no sense. And you waste time trying to reinvent the wheel. So like we do in every video, I'm going to section off my front. I like to do my bang last, the back in 3 sections. As we always do it, we're starting at the nape, about 1 inch of a section. I got my notes, y'all know how I do. I like to be organized and stay on task because as you can see, I like to ramble. What we're doing, I'm just showing you. After I show you once, you're going to watch me finish doing it, but I'm not going to talk through each section. Oh, and I also do want to mention that these ends, I don't know if you can hear them, they are crunchy. That's part of the reason why I also do my yearly updates, so I can really trim my hair, because for the most part, I'm just putting my hair in a 2-strand twist and doing that method. And I trim my hair about like 4 to 6 times a year. But it's not the same as when you straighten your hair. I'm trying not to give too much double chin, so that's why we moving like this, but we like down here. Let's just run through my hair routine for the last year. As I stated in my 2-year post big chop, I don't do a lot. Now that my hair is long enough to do things, I'm doing less things. And you know why? Because it's too much hair on its head. Not complaining. I thank God for the hair on my head. I'm not being ungrateful in that sentiment. And the way that your hair grows is through what? Low manipulation styles. And what else don't I have? The patience to be doing my hair all the time. Really, to be completely transparent, really the only time that I am doing my hair at this point is when I got a video to film. Even this video, I took a batching week and I just filmed. This is my 8th video. So I filmed 8 videos in 1 week, so I could just manipulate, and then go back to caring for it. Because trying to edit and film in the same week, you're pretty much putting your hair through so much, as opposed to me doing mini twists and leaving them in for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? But my routine is simple. I pretty much shampoo my hair once a week just to get rid of buildup, especially if I'm using co-washes, which typically have a lot of silicone. I don't want that buildup on my hair. But you know what, on the sidebar, y'all in these 18-hour wash days, can somebody tell me what y'all doing? Shampoo your hair twice, put your conditioner on, do your deep conditioner. I deep condition once or twice a month as I see necessary. You also don't want to over condition, because when you do that, you create a mushiness to your hair and a limpness to your hair. You're clogging your pores, your cuticles, and all of that good stuff. That routine in itself, depending on length and density, at max should take you 2 hours. Now, if you one of those people that chew on the phone, you running your mouth, you watching your shows, it could take a little longer. Or if it's just a self-care day and you want to take all day, don't let wash day stress you. Enjoy cleaning your hair. So before we get into the next section, since we're talking wash days, and what's also helping me in retaining length and making my hair grow are vitamins. So right now I'm taking a collagen pill, and it is for skin, hair, and nails. It's by Theory. I think I got this from Amazon, and it's 120 tablets. The reason I got collagen is because I'm in my 30s now. Early 30s, okay? but I'm in my 30s. And black do crack if you don't take care of it. I'm also taking Nature Made hair, skin, and nail gummies. I was still using the ones that I showed last year, and I do still like those as well. But again, I was like, let's see what else is out there. It's a 90 gummies, and I'm to take 2 of these a day. The collagen, I'm supposed to take 6 a day. And then I'm also taking Super B Complex, and this helps to support my immune system. So pretty much everything that is on the outside, so your skin, your hair, your nails, it starts internally. So I just want to make sure, of course, especially now, my immune system is as strong as it can be. I'm also taking elderberry. I'm also taking a regular woman's vitamin. So I'm taking a combination of things, and I'm also taking vitamin C gummies every day. You got to keep that immune system high in COVID. Nothing is a miracle worker. It may work for me, it may not work for you. Always, 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 as I stated last year when we talked about vitamins, do your research. See what works for you. I can only recommend things. I'm not a doctor. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I can tell you about your hair, but I cannot tell you about your pills. But I will tell you what I am using and I'm enjoying so far. Let's get into our inspirational portion of the chat. Let's center and let's focus. First and foremost, let's do a mini life update, okay? Life has been crazy for all of us, and I have a few stories that I want to share, and hopefully they will encourage you to leap to new heights and bounds. All right, so 2020 came, right? What's going on? America is burning. COVID is growing. People won't stay home. They don't want to wear their masks. All of it is just getting to be too much. The one thing I will say though, I am typically, anybody that's in my life can verify this, I'm a pretty upbeat person. I try to be. I try and keep an encouraging word. I try to think of my glass half full. This year has been a challenge with that, obviously, but I will say I think that I've fared pretty well this year. I haven't really had any bouts of depression. Of course, I've had sad days. Of course, I've cried, angry, frustrated. I've had moments when I've been frustrated and angry with God, where I find myself sometimes. So this is not going to be a super religious chat, but if I don't use the platform that God gave me to talk about what God can do in your life, what I've seen him do in my life, what I've seen. And when I say him, she, her, however you reference your Lord, you do that, is naturally just to speak in masculine about God. Maybe we'll have a video about my beliefs and my system. Just insight, I'm a preacher's kid. I was raised Baptist and Christian. If I follow any faith, it typically is in the Christian Baptist faith. I read the Bible. That is where I lean towards my faith. I also have adapted practices and ideologies of other religions because my personal belief is just that you can learn something from anybody and from everybody. I'm not praying to God and worshiping Buddha. I look to the hills for which cometh my help, okay? I know will bless me. Be ye not misconstrued. So all of that to say, COVID is happening. While I'm so grateful and I'm honored and I'm blessed to still be alive, and there's some people that lost their lives. Why do I get the favor that I get? And I know favor is not fair and you can't question God in that way, but I still feel that pain for other people, which is a sidebar because things are going okay for me now. So because of COVID, my work has been very sporadic, which is why I really poured into my YouTube channel this year. My predominant bread and butter is working on set, which some of you guys know. With COVID, I'm not trying to be on nobody's set, and a few of my artistry friends, they're back on set. You know, you wear your PPE and things of that nature. But what happens is once you do hair and makeup for the model is now unmasked. And a lot of sets, yeah, they're taking temperatures and all of this. That just tells me you don't have a fever. That doesn't tell me you're not asymptomatic. And so the reason why you wear the mask is because it protects you from other people, but it protects other people from you. So we already have somebody on here breathing and everything else that is putting yourself at risk. Considering the fact that I haven't been working as much, I've been in good spirits because the word that I've learned for 2020 is pivot. You know, people are like, it's a waste of a year and a waste of a planner, if you allow it to be. I don't want to disregard mental health because there are people that just at this point can't even function. It's too many things being thrown at them. But if you do have some inkling of optimism or hope, it's not over and things can change and turn around for you. All of that preface to say this. The one thing that I kind of was sad about with COVID was my career. In the beginning when it happened, we're like, oh, I should be working by the summer. Some people were working by the summer. I still didn't feel safe because I am a freelancer and an entrepreneur. I have to pay for my own insurance. I have to pay for my own, you know, everything. And while I make pretty good money. My rate is at a great point. I've been doing this for 10 years. I don't leave my house for less than a certain dollar amount, right? And luckily I had savings. Luckily I have a wonderful support system. So I haven't been hard up for anything. All of my needs have been met. But the principle to it for me was, this is all I know. I've been licensed since I was 19 years old. I'm 31 years old. I moved to New York at 20. I moved to LA at 22. I was back in New York by 25. Like, this is all I know. And the word pivot is, if this is your skill, what is the thing that you can master with that? So you guys saw me doing nail videos. These nails that I have on today, I did my own full set fill-in. I've been doing my own pedicures and my own facials and all of these other things to strengthen things. And these are all things I learned in school. I had to do acrylic nails for state board, prep for facial, all of the things, but my avenue just stuck within hair. Learn to do other things. Open your channel up to do other things. Do YouTube full time, which let me tell you, life will laugh at you. Because in last year's video, I said that. I said, would I ever be a full-time YouTuber? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure, because artistry is still my #1. But then what happens when you can't do artistry? I think that's been the saddest point for me, is that I've worked really hard for 10 years at this thing, and I have no idea when I'll be able to do it at full length again. But let me tell you about God. So I said, I'm gonna pour myself into my channel. I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. I thank God for YouTube this year, because if I didn't have YouTube, I don't know. I don't know. Wouldn't be doing nothing, I guess. I don't know. I'm running my mouth and doing my hair. The last half of the video, you guys, if you saw last year's, you know I'll speed it up when I do my trim. I speed it up when I do my curl, and then we do the closing thoughts. So I'm chatting y'all up right now, but we're gonna get through it, because there's so many thoughts that are coming to my mind. So God, so I had been praying about it, and I kept saying in my prayers, when am I gonna be able to work again? When am I gonna be able to do? When? It's always, when am I gonna get married? When am I gonna have kids? When am I gonna be able to buy a house? When am I gonna go back to school? When am I gonna? And oftentimes the lesson that you miss when you're asking when is what you could be doing to get to your win. And that came to me clear as day in prayer one night. Ask me what you could be doing right now to strengthen your faith. Ask me what you could be doing right now that'll take you into your next season. Ask me what you could be maximizing that you're overlooking in this season. Because who knows when you'll be back on set. And you'll trust me enough to know that I'm going to put you where you're supposed to be. But what can you be doing right now? Because there's so many things that we put off and say we're going to do if we had the time. And honey, we ain't got nothing but time unless you're one of the people that's like, you still out every weekend and you traveling. Okay. I seen y'all down to the Miami, down to the Tulum. But for the rest of us that's still in the house, you know, we have a little extra time if you don't have children and other obligations. My last job was March 9th. I got a call late one night from one of my producer friends, and they're like, hey, can you jump on a gig tomorrow? Mind you, I've been getting offers for jobs a lot this year. Because of the state of the economy, a lot of brands are trying to chop budget, and they're not trying to pay freelancers and artists what they usually pay them or what they deserve. I know some money is better than no money, but the thing is, once you negotiate low, it's hard for you to negotiate back up, because they will continue to lowball you. Here's a quick story. I was offered a job that I actually really wanted to take. I'm not gonna say the company, but they were chopping rates. So the rate that they were offering, it wasn't a bad rate, but it was a rate that they were adding more talent. So the rate previously when I worked for them, it was only 2 talent. It was a guy and a girl. I got paid to do 2 people, but really 1 job, because men don't require as much as women do. You know, they called me talking about, can I do 5 people for that same rate? I didn't want to lose the company, but I had to stick to my guns and my morals. And when I set my goals for this year, I was like, this is how much I want to make per job. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm worth. Not in a space of arrogance, with all humility, but at some point you've got to set standards for yourself. And I prayed about it, and I was like, man, I'm sad I lost that job. So one night I got a call late night about a job, and they were like, it's actually virtual. And it was for a big company, which is all back to this whole video is which is all back to, because I will get off path, but that's what makes the story good when it's long story short. But it was like, oh, but let me tell you, makes the testimony greater, right? But I didn't say anything. I always listen to the proposal, whatever. And they were like, it's tomorrow. I'm like, oh heck no. And then they were like, oh, and it's virtual. I'm like, virtual? Literally, they had me on FaceTime showing the models how to do their makeup. And luckily for me, I have so much makeup. I had a lot of the stuff that the brand actually sold. I pretty much did my makeup with them, just talked the model through it. What are you comfortable with? What do you like to play up? The same way I would do pretty much a consultation in person, I just did on FaceTime. What do you want to try? Is there anything you're daring to want to do or have been wanting to do or learn? And it was almost like a virtual one-on-one class, but it was for a job, which also put me in a mind state pivot. I eventually would like to offer classes, and that taught me that I'm good at that, and that someone can watch me and mimic that, and that my instructions are clear and what I do is clear. And so the crazy thing, okay, so ended up getting that job. Do you know I only had to do one person? They ended up liking me so much, they booked me. They were like, are you free tomorrow too? Before the job was even over. So I got booked for 2 days. The rate that I got for the virtual job was the one that I turned down for the company that was trying to get over. And that taught me in that moment of how God shows up. I was very upset about that, and I didn't want to turn it down, and I didn't want to miss out on an opportunity and potentially lose a client. But you also have to trust that what's for you is not going to miss you, and when it comes around, it's going to be even better. God will meet you wherever you are. That's a lot. So another quick story about how God has been miraculously showing up. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. I get reached out to fairly often about sponsorships and things like that. I don't take a lot of stuff because I want to be authentic. I want, when you guys watch my videos, you know I'm being honest in my reviews. You know I done spent my money on the stuff. You gonna get all facts, no fluff around here. And a lot of fun, right? Now I do kind of want to be able to pivot my channel that way at some point. But I'm comfortable where I am. I do this because I love it. I do it because it's fun. I do it because I enjoy doing it. A lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. You deserve a little something, something. So, I got an email from YouTube, I will pop it on the screen somewhere, that pretty much said you're in the partnership program but you're still not monetizing your channel. So the thing about monetizing on YouTube is you have to have 1,000 subscribers or more. I have that, but you have to have 4,000 watch hours. So 4,000, that don't sound like a lot. No, not 4,000 views, hours. It's 60 minutes in an hour. Yeah, it's 60 minutes in an hour. So 60 times 4,000. Is it 60 times, child, what time is it? 3:28 in the morning. I can't do a whole bunch of math. But it's not like per view. It's like per hour. So that can take some time to grow, even if you're frequent, you're consistent. It's just a thing. And then if you don't hit it, YouTube can set you back. And that happened to me at the top of the year. They kind of set me back like 1,000 for whatever reason. Frustrating in that way. And that to me takes the fun out of it. I don't mind doing this and not making money from it. But y'all have all these rules and politics, and it is so annoying for small creators. I'm still here and I love y'all. I'm gonna keep on coming back because we friends. I got the email at the top of August. It was like, if you don't hit it by August 31st, we're gonna demonetize your channel. It pretty much doesn't change anything about your channel. So that was kind of discouraging because I already knew I hadn't hit it. But YouTube had never notified me on like, you got 30 days. I was like, well, I at least want to hit this goal, you know, obviously. It helps and it's encouraging. And I don't know if you guys watch, it's another YouTuber. Her name is Tiara J Beauty. She just hit 500K subscribers. One can only imagine. But I watched her video, her celebration video. It was so encouraging because she was like, in the beginning, she made 5 cents. That's not a lot of money, but making even a little bit in monetization, making 5 cents lets you know you can make 10 cents and 20 cents and $1 and XYZ. And she was like, and now I'm a full-time YouTuber. You know what I mean? And so again, while it not being about the money, sometimes it is about that goal. Sometimes it is about just the encouragement to keep going. And now I was kind of discouraged by it. So I'm mostly active on Instagram. I'm also very active on Twitter. I'm a lot more active on Twitter than I am any other platform. So I got my group chat together and I was like, yo, I have 30 days. I need all of the views. I need everybody and their grandmother to watch some videos, right? I came up with a tweet. My group chat checked it. It was just gonna be like, I have over 300,000 views and blah, 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 blah. I would love for you to help me to unlock monetization by sharing with a friend or watching some videos, whatever. I'm also very prideful about asking for help. Very prideful. And even though I promote my videos relentlessly and things like that, it's still very passive. Like, you can click the link and watch it or not. I'm just not, if I get attention and attraction on things that I'm doing and y'all enjoy it, then that's cool. But I'm not a hawk about it. You know, every time somebody come around, they like hustle, man, they got something else they doing and they need you support it and all that. It's a lot, you know. And let me be completely honest. Part of it was shame. I felt like, dang, I'm doing YouTube for 3 years, really putting blood, sweat, and tears into it, soul into it. Yeah, I may not be as consistent, and that's probably a lot of the problem. That's why we on our schedule. We're uploading every Wednesday at 11:30. If not that week, I will post it in my community tab just so that you guys know what day to find me. So you look up and it's Wednesday and you're like, you know what, Geneva post today. So people know when to find me, and I think that that's the thing with like being consistent. It helps because people are more prone to continue to tune in and all these things, because I've always done YouTube passively, and I was like, I'm just gonna pray and be consistent. Be consistent, be consistent. And I prayed about that thing every day. And so when they sent the email, I was at like 3919. And so I was checking it every day. And so while the numbers were slowly ticking up, it still wasn't hitting on nothing. I mean, it felt so slow. And then it got to the last week. Like, I'm not gonna hit monetization. They're gonna demonetize me and I'm gonna have to start all over. And I kept posting, kept posting. Alright, so we're back. Literally the same exact thing happened in my 2-year post big chat video. I was chatting and then the battery died, and I have an extra Canon battery but I couldn't find it, and I'm kind of glad I took that moment because I was literally about to break down. But we'll just close out our uplifting chat with this. Literally the 2 things that matter to me most, that I've been putting so much energy into to nurture and nourish and have them grow: my career as a hairstylist and an artist, and then my YouTube channel. Both of those things were in jeopardy this year. We have some people that have lost unemployment or this and don't know where their next is coming from. And although mine wasn't as extreme, it was still things that mattered to me, and COVID felt like it was taking them from me. And what I learned is, like I said, God will meet you there. We live in a society where everything is microwave, everything is instant gratification. Even in turmoil amongst us, around us, me being steadfast in my prayer, me being intentional in my prayer, me really pouring out my heart and spirit, looking for guidance, looking for help, looking for answers, it positioned me to still see somewhat of the good. And I recently just found a new therapist. I found my therapist on Psychology Today, and you can search by insurance, area, race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, everything, so that you can find your perfect custom person. This is not a sponsored plug, but I'm 2 for 2 with really good therapists years apart, and you can see pictures of them, and it's helpful because you're like, they look really professional, or they look like they have it together. They could maybe help me. And that is helpful, to be able to see your therapist instead of like stabbing in the dark. So that's the platform I found mine, and she's a woman, she's a black woman, and she's been wonderful in terms of just keeping me upbeat, because I went to therapy about 4 years ago, and I feel that's why I've been able to maintain and navigate this year in a way, is because I have pretty good coping mechanisms. I'd say that you pretty much could tip my boat almost over and I still would be like, but I can swim, I'll make it, you know. But I felt like this year, even in being optimistic, especially now with it being towards the end of the year, sometimes you get tired of picking yourself up by your bootstraps. Sometimes you get tired of an encouraging word. Sometimes the word is like, okay, yeah, I know it's gonna work out. Yeah, I know this is gonna happen. Yeah. But you just need a little bit of extra. And so if you're in that space, or if you're just completely at rock bottom, I know it's so cliche and all of the things, but it really will get better. It really does get better. I truly believe me having the optimism of, I will work again. I will hit my monetization goals. I will be able to, and I know what it looks like, and I know what it sounds like, and I know that it feels impossible, but I'm speaking it from my tongue to God's ears, that this is going to happen for me. When you claim things in victory over your life, you'd be surprised what you can do, Lord. The testimony, the testifying be about to make me cry, because it's just like, so on Kirk Franklin's Stomp, when she be like, what I think about the goodness and the fullness of God. I'm telling you, I have been through and seen so much stuff that you can't tell me there ain't no God. You can't tell me it ain't somebody out there, something out there, that when you genuinely, openly, honestly, humbly open your heart and man, I can't. We not gonna get deep up in this video. So, but there's so many resources for you. There's so many people praying for you. If nobody told you that they're praying for you today, I'm praying for you. I actually just made a post on Instagram. I may pop it somewhere on the screen. And I pretty much just prayed over everything, that, you know, you get the opportunity that you're looking for. praying for your job and your family and your children to turn around in your work life and all the things that I could think of to pray. And so I'm standing in the gap for you wherever you are. I'm praying that something beyond your wildest dreams will come, that you're asking for or hoping for a blessing, and you'll end up with a miracle, that it'll be life-changing, that in this season, even in the spirit of chaos that's going on in our world, you will find a reason to smile. You will find another reason to get up. You will find another reason to keep fighting. Lord, every time I try and testify to somebody else, you will end up testifying to yourself. I'm telling you. In the midst of chaos and turmoil, I'm praying that you're doing well. And if you've had a wonderful year, also don't feel bad for that, because I remember when my birthday came, I like cried the entire night and listened to gospel music. And I was like, you know, the praise feels different because you almost feel selfish celebrating yourself in this season because people are out of work, or this is happening or that is happening. But be thankful. Find gratitude in that. And just because you're happy about the things that are going on in your life doesn't mean that you can't multitask and empathy for other people. And if you are blessed in this season, donate, help, give, share, you know what I mean? And there's so many other ways. But if you're watching this video, you woke up another day, and I hope that when you leave this video, you have a renewed sense of like, you know what, if God can do it for this person, God can do it for me. If this can happen, even if we'll take God out of it, again, because I don't want to get too religious and offend anybody or, you know, anything. But if I believe I can change my course. So we're going to end the video. We're about to wrap it up. So the hair is straight. It is longer than it was last year. What I'm noticing is that, and I'll also show you the back, but what I'm noticing is I'm getting more drop in my front. Last year it was getting longer, but my front still felt like it was doing this thing. And so this is the back. This is my head forward, because you know how people be like, my head long and they head be all tilted all back. No, girl. Hold your head up straight and show your honest length. We're going to end the video as always. We are going to trim. I'm going to speed this part up, obviously, because I don't want the video to be too long, and I already have a trim video on my channel. I'm going to show you briefly what I'm going to do, and that is pop my hair in the center so I can get an even perimeter like that, like so. And then I'll be trimming here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do that all the way around. Once I have my perimeter in check, we're gonna clean up them layers. We're gonna go in, clean that up, boom, boom. We're gonna do that all over. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. My hair is trimmed. It feels really good. Like before, when I was running my fingers through it, it was, like I said, it felt crunchy. I also have a video on my channel of how I curl my hair, so I'm not going to talk through that. So I'm going to speed this part up as well, and then I'm going to come back with final thoughts. God, I'm so sorry. Whew. Alright y'all, so we have shampooed and deep conditioned and blow dried and straightened and trimmed, and now we've curled our hair. So we are going to end this video the same way we end every video. So I'm going to do final touches first. So I'm going to be trying the Etae Carmelux Lightweight Deep Moisturizing Hair Gloss. I'm going to be honest, the texture feels a little bit like oil, but it can kind of work like serum, and my hair does need a little love. About this much on the ends. Alright, girl. Oh, what? I will fist fight you, Janira. That hair. It's now 5 in the morning, so I'm not gonna go off on y'all. But if it wasn't this late, I would be cutting up on y'all again. Because y'all see that? You waited to the very end of the video. You wanted to see a result. Let's give you a result. Let's give you a result. Let's give them some results. I am Janira Rose, and I specialize in results. Oh, don't let it swing this way. Every time. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And don't give us in a part when we got parted. But that's what that would be giving. That's what that would be given if it was center. Just I press, as you saw, I press my edges, but I don't put edge control on them the first day because I am going to pin curl it and eventually wrap it, and I don't want it to just whatever. So when I do edge control, it's usually at the last very whim, but once I tie my head. I'm also going to seal the deal with my Living Proof Frizz Humidity Shine Spray. This stuff is bomb.com. It's a little pricey. It's like $23. I got it from Ulta. It's surprising that there aren't a lot of humidity sprays on the market accessible as like styling sprays and hold sprays. 5 fluid ounces. You're gonna definitely get bang for your buck because it works, and you won't have to use it as much unless you're a heat trained natural and you use it all the time. And if you do, then you'll really get your bang for your buck. Otherwise, you could just use regular hairspray. It's just something about it saying humidity that makes me feel good. So I'm gonna kind of lean my hair where I want it to go. The spray also now is going to lock in the moisture from the gloss. So girl, it would only take me like 2 hours to do my hair. This video is such a labor of love, but I love y'all. I hope that me being vulnerable today and sharing my struggles or things that I've gone through and still how I was able to manage to find joy despite what COVID has taken from us all. I will put the resources I share, like Psychology Today, down in the description box. I will put all the products used down in the description box, and I think that's it. I can't even think of no closing remarks. Oh, how we always end these videos. You know how YouTube is like, I love y'all, you never met them. No, I pray for y'all. Like I'm always like, I pray for my parents and my friends and my family and my followers and my subscribers. Like I legit pray for y'all because your support enables me to continue to create, to now monetize. I feel like I could be honest, I feel like I could be open, I feel like you guys are receptive and you leave the sweetest comments and the most wonderful emails, and you're so encouraging and so supportive and so loving and so kind. And so when I say I love y'all, I really do. I mean that thing. As always, if you found this video helpful, be sure to thumbs it up. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you know where to meet me down in the comment section. I will be in the bag by the snacks. And if you dig me, you want to see more from me, and you aren't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss yourself an upload. And I think that's it. I'm trying to make sure I got everything out. And as always, how I close every video, God willing, I will see you guys in my next video. Please wear your mask. Please stay safe. Please keep your distance. I know you're trying to go to mama in them house, but if mama is over 60 and she immune compromised, we want mama to be at Thanksgiving next year, okay? So don't go on over there and bring your germs, and then mama not gonna be here no more. You know what I'm saying? So let Big Ma rest. She deserve a year of not having to cook for y'all anyway. So go on and get you a lean cuisine and holler at the family next holiday season. Listen, the sooner we can comply, the sooner I can go about my life, spread my wings and fly. But the more y'all keep playing, now I'm being punished, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see my mom. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Give it some hair for you go. Bye, y'all. I'm done, y'all. Bye. I'm done. Cut these lights off. I'm tired.